Yes guys, good evening to all. This evening I'm here again, once again. I reached a little earlier this time, and I'm here again by Holy Innocents Anglican Church and school. This is Holy Innocents Primary School here. I'm looking back out to Ayshford. I'm here again in the parish of St. Thomas. And this is the school building here with a mural graphic on it, which was done by Miss Joan Connell in 2005. So yes guys, Holy Innocents Church and School is situated along Ayshford in St. Thomas, which is on the road to Harrison Square and Welchman Gully. So I'm a little earlier this evening, as I said before. Yesterday I reached here when the sun was about to go down. So this is Holy Innocents Primary School here with a mural graphic on it done by Miss Joan Connell in 2005. And this is the road to Harrison's Cave and Welchman Hall Gully. And again, Harrison's Cave runs all underground here. And it is said that when service is going on at Holy Innocents Church, that the organ from the church vibrates into the cave. So Harrison's Cave is now owned and operated by Chucker from Jamaica, Chucker Limited, the new owners of Harrison's Cave. And Harrison's Cave, the government leased it to them on the 9th of July 2021. So Harrison's Cave is now owned, is now privatized. And Harrison's Cave now has more features added to it. It has a zip line, and it also has a rum factory and a rum shop there, their rum distillery. They have a place there in Harrison's Cave. Harrison's Cave was founded by Danish speleologist Ole Sorensen and Barbadian Tony Mason in 1970, and they dig their way through to make it a tourist attraction like what it is today. And it was opened on the 28th of November 1981 by the then Prime Minister Tom Adams, who was also the Member of Parliament for St. Thomas at the time as well. So Harrison's Cave is known as the 8th wonder of the world, and all under here and all under Welchman Hall is all here and all under Welchman Hall is a part of Harrison's Cave. So the whole of Welchman Hall and this area is Harrison's Cave. Harrison's Cave runs all underground there. They also have trams in there that take you for a ride and so on. So Holy Innocents School was taught by some great teachers. This is Mr. Lester Vaughan, the guy who wrote the National Pledge of Barbados. He was a teacher, he was the headmaster there. You can see his image, his painting on the school on the mural graphic. The one at the bottom holding the book with the school children on the bottom in the blue uniform. And this school was also taught with Mr. Ray Padash and also Mr. Miss Orsi Springer as well. She taught this school, the small children, and also Miss Holder was the principal there as well. So I have lots of family that attended school here. This is my first two aunts, my great aunt, and other distant family, cousins and so on, all received their primary education here at Holy Innocents Primary School. And I also have lots of family that are buried in this churchyard as well. also have lots of family buried in this churchyard. And this church is also well kept and well taken care of. The members of this church take good care of it. I also have a great aunt that attends church here and she sings in the choir. The only great aunt I have living. All the rest have passed away. That would be my grandmother's sister, which is my mother's aunt. She sings in the choir. And most of my great aunts and uncles, all of them are buried here at Holy Innocents. Most of them, well, they're not buried in this cemetery over here. Well, most of them are buried in this cemetery. Well, most of them are buried over here now. Since the cemetery in the church is filled and they don't bury anybody here in the church anymore, they have to bury the people on the opposite side. So Holy Innocents Church was built in 1838 on lands given by the owners of Ayshford Plantation, and it was built in the shape of a cross. And it was one of the Bishop Coleridge chapels of ease. Bishop William Hart Coleridge, who was the Bishop of Barbados. And it is in the center of the island, in the parish of St. Thomas. St. Thomas and St. George are the two parishes here in Barbados. Best referred to as the heart of Barbados, or the central uplands of Barbados. So you can see how well kept the church is. The green building next to the church in the churchyard will be the church social center, and the edifice next door is the bell court where the bell is, since they removed it from its original position in the belfry. The Holy Innocents Primary School was originally a board and shingle school. This would have been the girls' school back in the early days. And there was also a refuge during Hurricane Janet. Janet was the hurricane that struck Barbados and the Caribbean in September of 1955, damaging many homes and taking many lives. And Holy Innocents would have been a refuge. Back then when it was a board and shingle school, this was the girls' school, and the boys' school was further up here by the church cemetery wall, where the speech house was the boys' school, and it later became the Vicar's Club. I think it now demolished the Vicar's Club, where they used to hold dances and so on. I think that building is now have now been demolished and pushed down. Yes, guys, Holy Innocents Anglican Church at Ayshford, St. Thomas. Thank you guys for watching now once again, and have a blessed evening. Again, this is the area where my family from my mother's side are all from. So this would be my area. My family from my mother's side originated in this area. So Holy Innocents in Ayshford, St. Thomas. Ayshford is spelled Ayshford. There's another Ayshford in Barbados. Which is in St. John. That one is Ashford, but this one is Ayshford. Thanks for watching now, and have a blessed evening.